You know, if it were okay to ignore your conscience, Paul wouldn't have wrote what he did in 1 Corinthians chapter 8 when he talks about knowledge. We know we all have knowledge concerning idols. He says we all have knowledge. He says, but knowledge puffs up, but charity edifies. And then he continues on to talk about how someone strong in faith can eat something, a meat offered to an idol, and he's good because he doesn't eat it with conscience to the idol, because he knows there's only one God. He doesn't eat it with conscience to the idol. He knows the idol is nothing. But the one weak in faith, who doesn't have that knowledge, and he sees the one strong in faith who has that knowledge eat it, he's emboldened to eat the meat sacrificed to an idol, and his weak conscience is condemned. He says, now you walk not charitably. So the whole scenario around that thing has been twisted and perverted, just like walking by faith. Living by faith is living by our conscience. That's what Romans 14, 22 and 23 are talking about. Blessed is the one who isn't condemned in the thing which he approves. It's been translated allows, but it's talking about testing or examining. The same thing he's getting at in Ephesians 5 when he says, having no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather exposing them, reproving them, exposing them. For what manifests all things is the light. If your conscience is condemned in something that you do, then don't continue in it. It's like Titus 1:15, to the pure all things are pure, but to the defiled and unbelieving nothing is pure. But as Paul said, if my brother is offended in meat or drink, he said, I'll neither eat meat nor drink wine as long as he lives. Because that's the love of God, not walking by ourselves, but walking in the love of God and not causing someone else that's weak in faith to stumble, because it's about the conscience. And this is what Jesus also is getting at. I think it's the Gospel of Matthew. He says, cursed is the one who causes the least of these little ones to offend or to fall. He said it'd be better if a millstone were hung about their neck and they were cast into the depths of the sea.